Shannon and I are in Tofino on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, and today we're going on
whale watching excursion.
Yes, they're taking us out on a boat and we're going to see whales. They do something to summon the whales.
I don't think they do that.
Oh.
This is the season for being able to spot whales, and there are certain restrictions where you have to be so far away from them, and whatnot. And I think all the boats, when they go out, they will report on where the whales are, so they have a good idea.
Yeah.
Where to take us.
So should be interesting. We are excited, we're caffeinated, and it's a beautiful day.
It's gorgeous. You excited for some whale watching?
Yes.
Fabulous. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, the seals feeding.
Yeah. This is
Mist.
gray whales feeding zone. So
we have a sea otter on the right hand side.
Yeah, sea otter. We saw a whale. It spouted and then it showed its tail and then it went down again.
yeah.
As a whale might.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it's surprisingly quiet. It's just so silent and just silky through the water. And that's really cool. Chris with both cameras. I think it's that way. The tea and water at the end. Lovely, lovely experience. This is your parking lot. There we are.
Did they give you tea?
They did. They had hot mint tea and cold water at the end. And a real tea mug. So, this plastic disposable.
Yeah.
And now I'm watching the clams squirt.
Things not to do before a whale watching tour: load up on coffee, because it's a 2-hour tour here and there's no bathroom on the boat. What did you think?
Oh, it was awesome.
We saw a seal on its back.
Sea otter, I think.
Sea otter on its back.
Technically.
It was just looked like a log.
It just was chilling there. Looked like it was eating an apple. I don't know what it was eating. But,
Yeah.
just on its back, hanging out.
And a gray whale.
We learned that it comes up a few times, and you'll see a few blowholes, and then as soon as it shows its tail, it's diving deep.
Yeah, and then it goes down for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, it comes back up.
Yeah.
And we saw orcas.
Yes. I spoke to our guide. I don't know if you heard when I was getting off the boat, but he said apparently it was very unusual. He hasn't seen orcas in this area in 2 months. I asked him why, and he said, no, they're around. However, these seem to be transient, so they could be anywhere between Southern California and Southeast Alaska at this time of year. So we were very lucky to see those here specifically.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I am hungry, so now we need to go into downtown Tofino and find something for lunch.
Yeah, maybe fish and chips?
Yeah, maybe so.
But it looked like the snaps you're sitting before. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Leaving Vancouver Island after, I don't know, how long were we here? About 10 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. About 10 days of adventure. We saw a lot of the island, had a good time. Now we're heading to mainland Canada. We're not going to delve deep, but maybe explore just north of the US-Canada border.
So welcome to the sun deck.
After the ferry, Shannon and I traveled east, past Vancouver and straight into the mountains in the British Columbia backcountry. Oh, look out, duck.
Buddy. Tell me that was a duck. Pheasant lady. Need to gather up all these purple flowers. And red bush.
I don't know what this is. This might be impassable right up here.
Yeah, it doesn't look very easy.
I was expecting sort of an alternative to something that they're actively using now because of the bridge construction over there.
Yep.
But this does not seem to be that.
No. And I just don't see the road past that big pile at the end there. What do you think? Well,
It's doable.
yeah,
But
it is
we're
doable.
going to strike out. This is not going to do what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
All right. Backtrack we go. Haven't seen any bridges with tires on them yet.
I wonder why these are here.
Yeah. It's almost like stay in the middle. See something
265,
There's a
70,
good year.
17.
Interesting. Alright, so not this one? That was the one that I was thinking.
Well,
We've got half a tank left. We're not at the point of having to make decisions necessarily based on that, but we're getting close. Wouldn't you say?
yeah, I think town town is probably only 20 kilometers, 20 miles away.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the village that's just down there, which definitely has pumps.
This is what a lot of the roads look like. Well, this is a bit more turned up than a lot of them.
Yeah. We're looking for a through road, but you can almost tell by the wear and tear, or lack thereof, that it probably doesn't. So
Yeah.
probably end up turning around sooner than later. Do you see it?
The giant tree across the road, 2 of them.
Yeah. Denied.
Denied.
I'm gonna do a multi-point turn right here.
Okay.
I don't feel like backing down this.
Yeah.
We can do this in maybe 3 or 4
Yeah,
points.
just be careful. It's really crumbly on this edge here.
Here,
You're still quite close to that edge, love.
take one of these.
Okay. Where's yours? Where's the other?
It's right up here.
Okay.
How far back can I go?
If you cut the wheel, you've got about 3 feet. 2 feet.
Do the bikes have clearance?
Yes, the bikes have clearance. You're about there. Stop. Got about 2 feet. Stop. Be a little careful on that left edge, but I think you're good.
Yeah, it is.
Good thing I have this rope.
Chris.
This is turning out to be more of an adventure than we expected.
Yep.
The map just showed a short walking path down to the river, but this is rugged and it's half washed away. And wow,
Yeah.
I think that's what we were coming down here to see.
Sometimes it's best to just accept getting wet.
Yes. We were about to turn back. The trail, the footpath, it's not very long, but it's been eroded over the years, so it disappears multiple times. I'm glad we didn't turn back because this is amazing.
Yeah, we looked at it and we were like, if we go, it's going to be lame. And if we don't go, it's going to be awesome.
Fortunately, we were wrong.
Yeah.
And it is awesome. And it's not the easiest to get to, so this is a bit of a best kept secret.
Yeah, definitely an adventure. If it were 10 degrees warmer with the sun on us,
we would be
that
swimming.
would be an amazing swim.
We would be swimming. It's a bit chilly right now. Even with a sweatshirt on, feeling it just a little bit, but great swimming hole too.
Oh, yeah. Highly recommend if you can make your way here. Oh no. Definitely does not go, huh?
Well, no. Honestly, if we had to go that way, we could probably get the van through with some elbow grease and curse words.
Yeah.
But
And taking the bikes off.
Yeah, and taking the bikes off. We are not that desperate. We know it's a dead end, so no. You might have been following very industrial logging roads for dozens of kilometers until you finally get to a sign that looks like this. Recreation sites in British Columbia are designated treasures in the backcountry. They might be campgrounds, it could be a hiking trail. These areas are protected and preserved for your enjoyment, and the campgrounds feature picnic tables, fire rings, and also pit toilets. They're usually very inviting, clean, and well-maintained. And we were exploring today and we found this spot, this really cool campsite that's perched on the edge of a chasm. It's a small spot right off the logging road within eyeshot of the logging road bridge. There hasn't been much traffic though. Maybe one car or truck every 2 or 3 hours. But it's remote, it's charming. There's a caution danger sign right at the campsite to indicate that there's a drop off into the chasm. As soon as we saw it, we fell in love and thought it'd be the perfect place to spend the night in the van tonight. Hey Shannon, are you still in your hammock?
Sure am.
Alright, I'm done recording. I'm coming back to camp.
Copy that.
Thanks. Good.
Such a good hammock.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Good book?
It is a good book.
What do you think of this campsite?
It's beautiful.
It is very sketchy up here, but very beautiful. Just a great spot all around. Look at this. After a month-long adventure, Shannon and I are back home in southern Arizona. Shortly after that last scene in British Columbia, Shannon had to get back to work, so we traveled down to Washington, popped into the Cascades very briefly, but they were inundated with smoke from nearby wildfires. So we left the mountains and found a good place to boondock in the van for about a week, where we could exclusively just sit in there and work on our computers. After the work week, we started making tracks to get all the way home. And it was a Saturday. We started in the city of La Grande, Oregon, and we made it all the way to the northern Arizona BLM, just past Las Vegas, and that was 13 hours of driving in one day. And then the next day, Sunday, we were able to drive another 4 hours and made it all the way home. If you're interested in retracing our steps and following our travels exactly, our detailed GPS data is available to Patreon subscribers and to paid members of Venture4WD.com. As I mentioned last week, I'm working really hard on the website right now. I'm setting it up so I can share featured places with pictures and descriptions to subscribers. And that's just a start, so keep checking back, it should be really cool. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.